Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. So, we have had this discussion regarding the minimum wage raging for some time, the fight for 15. The fact is that we already know the fight for 15 started before 2010. It is far outdated, even if the minimum wage were raised to $15 an hour right now, today, we would already be behind if wages had maintained pace with inflation since the 1960s. The minimum wage today should be about $24 an hour. So the fight for increasing the minimum wage is a losing battle. It is an absolutely losing battle. If we got up to $15 an hour now as a minimum wage, then 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, we'd have to be having this fight all over again. And it will always, always be behind the curve. Increasing wages are not the reason for inflation. Production has far outpaced wages, which is just a means for, the flow of wealth to go ever further toward the top. The reason for inflation is that the greed of the wealthy will always exceed the needs of the poor or even the middle class. And we already see what the results are. As wealth always flows to the top, wages remain stagnant or depressed. There is less investment in infrastructure in society as a whole, less investment in capital investment to maintain jobs. More jobs keep on getting automated because it's always a drive to increase production and reduce labor. Labor is considered a liability to the wealthy. You are a liability. You are a cost. That is all you are. You are an inconvenience. And that labor goes into many different forms. If you're an insurance agent, you are nothing but an expense to the insurance company, which is why they have automated more and more of their sales. You can buy insurance directly from the insurance company and cut out the middleman, which is you, the insurance agent. If you buy stocks, if you're a stock broker, you are an expense. So you can now buy stocks without going through a broker, really. So all of this, everyone is an expense, except for the wealthy themselves. So how could we fix this? How do we stop this? How do we make this more equal? Now, I've made videos on about this subject on YouTube before, but it's worth reiterating. One of the most effective ways to stabilize the economy would be to impose a maximum income limit. What does that mean? Of course, some capitalists are going to rage against this, but I'm being very realistic in this suggestion. That income cap could be very generous, $50 million a year, but it could go down to $10 million a year. If you think that you or anyone else needs more than $10 million a year to live on, you don't need more money. What you need is therapy, and you can damn well afford it. All right. This isn't saying that we should take away anything that someone's already got, but that would be a distinct possibility. Again, nobody needs to have more than $10 million a year. It's not necessary. So, and when I say income, I don't mean wages. I mean income from all sources. Now, some people will say, oh, but that'll destroy industries. No, it would not. The people that make that much money are not paying anything out of their pocket. They get paid by corporations. They get wages. They get money from investments. They get money from capital gains. So when I suggest this, and let's say we tax everything, every penny of income above $10 million a year at 100%. The result would be that the remainder of society, everyone making below that cap, would not have to pay any income tax at all. None, period. Chances are we wouldn't have to pay a penny into Social Security, Medicare and Medicaid. Within just a few years, probably less than 5 years, the national debt would be completely paid off. We would be able to afford universal health care. We would be able to afford universal adult education. We could invest in infrastructure, and have some of the best infrastructure in the world again. This would be very realistic. As far as corporations, then we should cap income as a percentage of profit. Profit not including bonuses, to corporate executives. Bonuses, they could not count campaign donations as an expense. They could not count lobbying as an expense. And we could put a cap on advertising for corporations to equal, as a deduction, to equal what a small to medium business could pay for advertising, which would level the playing field for small and medium businesses somewhat. These are very realistic. There's nothing radical about this. This is not unreasonable in any way. If you think this is unreasonable, you really do need therapy. You have been so indoctrinated, so propagandized, that you cannot even see what would be best for you. Some of the results of this would be that we would see higher wages for workers when there's no more reason, when you're not taking more money out of the excessive greed of the rich when they don't have anything more to gain from denying and depriving society, then at some point they're going to take a look around and say, well, maybe we should do something that actually is of benefit to society, to business. This is not unrealistic. So if you do not make $10 million a year, then what are the odds you ever will? I mean, capitalists, small and medium business owners should support an idea like this because it would be beneficial to them. So why would you be against it? Even small and medium businesses that have an income less, as even if they're incorporated, if they make less than $10 million a year, there's a very good chance that their taxes would be reduced or eliminated. So why would you be against it? This is an idea that all Americans that make less than $10 million a year should be able to get behind. Why would you be supporting the greed of Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and, Bill Gates? Why would you be for them making even more money while you are being deprived? Like I said, if we keep on fighting, even the people that have gone and followed the advice, go to college, get an education so you can earn more, what happens is that they just wind up, they may be making more income, but then they've got more debt and interest. Not interest, but inflation keeps on rising. You're paying more for food, you're paying more for transportation, you're paying more for housing. So even though you're earning more, it just keeps getting eaten away and eaten away and eaten away until it means less and less, and you have to keep on chasing that squirrel. What's the next advice? Oh, invest so that you can make the rich richer and you walk away with pennies, or you risk losing everything. If the stock market crashes, all your investments are freaking gone. This happened in 2008 and 2009. People lost their entire life savings. Why? Because of the speculation of the wealthy, the greed of the rich. We need more than just taxing the rich. We need to limit how much they can take from society. If you pay a poor person, a middle class person, more money, they spend more. If you keep on giving more money to the wealthy, it goes into an offshore bank account and it is removed from the economy and it goes nowhere, which devalues the dollar. And yet they will keep on increasing prices because they want more and more and more. You will never, ever satisfy the greed of the rich. So all you can do is put a limit on that greed. All right. this would lead to a far more stable economy. All right, share this video. Talk about these subjects. The only way we ever have a hope of getting anywhere near some of these ideas is if we talk about them. So share this video. Talk about these subjects. If you can, please donate $1 a month to help expand the channel, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.